Before we get into the video, I just want to ask who is still going to 76ers games? Second in the entire NBA for attendance, 19,821 average. We got to stop. As a fan base, that's embarrassing. We should be bottom half of the league considering the product the Sixers are giving us now. Stop going to Sixers games, please. Leave a like on the video, though. It helps out a lot. Let's get into it. So we're actually going to start out this video with a great defensive possession for the Sixers because they actually showed energy and hustle. So this was out of a timeout. They decided to full court press, making life very difficult for the Boston Celtics to get it across half court. They nearly got an 8-second call. And now Boston is starting their offense at the logo with 11 seconds on the shot clock. On top of that, look at Joel Embiid actually getting up on the screen and Ricky Council not getting screened. Jason Tatum's in a bad spot right here. And then the Celtics try to rescreen and Joel Embiid is once again above the perimeter. And it turns into a rushed contested shot for Porzingis. The reason that play stood out to me is because after I saw that live, I said to myself, they can't do that consistently, or Joel Embiid can't give that much effort consistently. He isn't at the point physically where he can do that. And also, as a team, when fully healthy, they just don't have it in them because that type of defensive possession takes effort. It takes concentration as well. They didn't find themselves out of position. They communicated well on the screens. They didn't get screened out of the play. Joel Embiid got above the three-point line every single time. And not only that, but Tyrese Maxey cleaned up the rebound. Everything was on point. But that's just a rare sight for the Sixers. And ultimately, that's why that possession really stood out to me. So now let's take a look at Peyton Pritchard's stats. 14.1 points per game. He's shooting 7.8 three-pointers per game, 41.5%. He shoots 10.5 shots per game. 7.8 of them are from the three-point line. So what do you got to do? Run him off the three-point line. The Sixers, that means they're going to do the opposite. You got 2 on Jason Tatum. Andre Drummond is thinking, I got to get back on Cornet. This is where it all goes downhill. Grimes kind of falls asleep, gets caught with a screen, and then Cornet is running right at Kelly Oubre. So Drummond's stuck on Peyton Pritchard. At this point, he should just stay with Pritchard. But clearly, the communication was lacking between the two because Drummond just leaves him. And now it is a warm-up three-pointer for one of the best shooters in the NBA. Peyton Pritchard literally can't miss. He is the next coming of Steph Curry. He is on fire in the Wells Fargo Center. And Andre Drummond is just like, whatever. I'll watch Quentin Grimes get screened. It is what it is. Obviously, Grimes got to do a better job not getting screened. But man, oh man, what is Drummond doing? Where's the effort? But stuff like this just frequently occurs no matter who it is. I'm not trying to pick on Drummond. He just is trash. But overall, it seems the Sixers have no clue what they're doing on a possession-to-possession basis. It's like, are we switching? Are we getting high on the screen? Are we staying in drop? Who knows? I don't think they know. Andre Drummond is an elite tank commander, though, so that's good for the Sixers. He came in for 4 minutes and 4 seconds and just kind of sank the unit defensively. 187.5 defensive rating for that unit. Negative 73.2 net rating. It wasn't successful, and Nick Nurse saw that right away, clearly, only playing them 4 minutes. And possessions like this, I could live with. This is what we expect. Quentin Grimes gets shook by Peyton Pritchard, but Kelly Oubre communicates. He's like, yo, let's switch. So now he's got Sam Hauser, but he's a step behind because he really wasn't expecting to switch initially. But Andre Drummond's got his back, so now the roll man's open. Kelly Oubre, he's got their back, but look at Kelly Oubre hustle on the closeout. It's just that Peyton Pritchard can't miss. You live with that. That's good effort defensively, in my opinion. But here's the thing. It's just not possible for them to keep that up consistently. And that definitely is the case for Joel Embiid, where he's at physically. Because look at him here. He's trying. But once again, Maxey's in no man's land. Are they switching? Are they not? And then Jason Tatum just blows by Joel Embiid because how is he supposed to stay in front with one knee? Good contest by Paul George, but nobody's there to rebound. Where's Embiid, you ask? He's hugging Maxey back here. He's not even focused on the rebound. During this 4-game losing streak that the Sixers are on, it's been rough for Joel Embiid. I haven't seen him this bad ever in his NBA career. The Sixers, with him on the court, negative 14.7 net rating during this 4-game losing streak, 105.4 offensive rating, 120 defensive rating. Those numbers equal to the worst offense in the league, the Washington Wizards. And not only that, but the worst defense in the league as well. And the Celtics were picking on Joel Embiid all night long, putting him in every single action, putting him in the pick and roll. And once you get him in rotation, it's over for the Sixers because he can't physically move quickly. And he's not elevating off the ground to contest shots either or grab rebounds. I feel like moving forward, he should exert less energy offensively, posting people up, and kind of just play through Maxey and the other guys. Just be a facilitator, be a screener, just save the energy for defense because that's where the Sixers are really losing lately. And Nick Nurse's scheme is just terrible as well. Just way too many times they give up open threes by overreacting to someone driving. I personally would rather give up a contested two than a wide open three, but it seems like the Sixers believe the opposite. 10 years ago, maybe that would work. And against bad shooting teams like the Orlando Magic, Houston Rockets, you can get away with it. But against the Celtics, are you kidding me? And let's go back to 2 weeks ago when the Sixers had like a 20-plus point lead. Nick Nurse was running that zone and he was getting away with it. And then eventually Celtics start making shots because you stick with the zone. And then they get hot and the rest is history. You blow that big lead. That zone defense is one of the worst gimmick defenses I've ever seen in my entire life. And they run it every single game. And even when it's successful, it's not successful because of good defense. It's because of bad shot making on the other end. But last play, I'm going to go over because I just can't fathom how this isn't second nature when playing with Joel Embiid. Like, think about this. So, Maxey gets screened. It should obviously be a switch. You live with Pritchard attacking in the mid-range versus Joel Embiid. Hopefully, he can get a hand up. If he hits a contested two or he drives at Embiid and converts, it is what it is. But you don't keep converging on him to leave Al Horford wide open because if Maxey stays and they pass it to Al Horford, most likely with the shot clock being that, he's got to find a different avenue. He's got to pass someone open. He's got to screen for someone. And I would rather live with that than a wide open three, his bread and butter versus Sixers. It really just irritates me that the NBA is all about three-pointers and the Sixers could care less about guarding the three-point line.